have a secret. I'm going to start a vampire library. Yes, that's right. A vampire library. You can probably hear the werewolves in the background protesting. But this will be all vampire books. It's going to be an experience, and I'm going to hide it in the back of a shop in Provo, Utah. So stay tuned for more information. Yeah, those are the werewolves. Those werewolves, they really object. But this will be all vampires all the time. So my idea is a vintage bookstore that holds nothing but vampire literature. Vampire literature from a long time ago, like the folklore. Literature and folklore are two different things. But folklore, literature, and then the modern stories, and then some self-published stuff of people's, if I find it used somewhere that's been read, I think. I don't know. I haven't come up with all the rules or the ideas. I've just started. My idea, and I want to take you along with me on my journey. So first of all, I found a place in Provo that's willing to host the Vampire Library. And I want it to be a whole experience. There's going to be a very gothic theme. You can sit, you can read books. We'll have vampire teas. So stay tuned. More to come. This is an historic video. This is the beginning of the Vampire Library. The Vampire Library experience. Anyway, I found books. As a vampire hunter, and what I hunt for are good used books on vampires. I mean, they don't have to be used, but if I want old books, I don't know, used ones are cool. I'll take new ones too. But this is, I'm opening a package. You can't see me opening my package. Let me open my package. Here, let me tilt this down a bit so you can see me open my package. Okay, here's the package. We're opening it together. We're opening it. And we're going to see what are the first books in the Vampire Library. These are the first 3 books. These are the seeds of the Vampire Library, which will open in Provo on Halloween of this year, 2026. But boy, I better get to hunting and hunt down some more books. But these are the first 3. The first 3 in the Vampire Library. I ordered them. Well, I won't tell you my secrets of where I find my books. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, let's see what they are. Okay, I'm gonna tie it up. This is what made me buy this pack of them. The Vampire Darcy. That would be a Pride and Prejudice vampire story. So I thought that was cool. And then coming with these 2, because I had to buy them all together, is an interview with the vampire. But this is one of the first editions. Look, there's a picture of Anne Rice from like when she was young. So this is, not a first edition, but this was like the first run of them. Yeah, this book is from 1976, so that's really cool. And then the other one is Blood Promise. I don't know this one. I will though, because all the books I put in my library, I'm going to read, and I'm going to have a review for them, and we're just going to have so much fun. So stay tuned for more. Subscribe and stuff so you can see more. All right, I'm going to let you in on a little secret about the Vampire Library that I will be opening up in Provo, Utah, coming up this Halloween. It started out as an idea, and purchasing 3 books for actually more than I'll be able to sell them for, but they're really cool. And there you go. If you watch the video, the 3rd video, you'll see me unboxing them. But I need to buy some books. The library opens in a couple of months, and I don't have very many books. So I need to go shopping, and I also don't have very much money. And I decided to start selling my things on Facebook Marketplace. And since you're coming along on this journey with me, I thought that I would share that with you. I just sold these 3 storage bins. If you're watching this and you're one of the people who bought the bins, thank you very much. Your help funding this business. I don't know if it's a really great idea to sell bins, because don't I need those bins to put books in? But I'll put the books in bags. What I need now is money to buy the books. So I'm off hunting. Now I've got some cash. I will go out and hunt for more vampire books, and there'll be a video to follow. I'll show you what I find. So I'm opening up a vampire library experience in Provo, Utah at the end of October on Halloween night, actually Halloween day, but you'll hear more about that later. Let's talk about my vampire hunting. So I went to a local thrift store here in Utah, and I was looking through the books for vampire books, through the book sections, and there's a bookshelf here and a bookshelf here, and so I'm here, and there's a lady directly behind me, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you won't believe this." And I turn around, and she said, "Look at this book. I paid $30 for this," she tells me. And I'm like, "Oh wow, it's only $3 here. That's really cool. This place is great, isn't it?" And she says, "Oh, but you don't understand. This book changed my life," she says. "This book is amazing." She said it was worth $30, but only $3 here? Oh my gosh. She said, "I gave this book to my daughter-in-law, and she's a different person now. I mean, it's just changed your life. This is an amazing book. You've got to get it. And it's only $3. And I said, "Oh, well, I'm kind of looking for vampire books." Well, meanwhile, there's a guy pushing a little cart with books, shelving books, a guy who works there. And so he's, I guess, listening in. And I said, "Oh, well, that's nice, but yeah, I'm really looking for vampire books." And she said, no, you've got to get this book. You've got to get this book. It'll change your life." And I'm like, okay, kind of being a people pleaser and not wanting to offend anybody, I said, okay. And so I got the book. I put it in my cart, and what if she was looking when I bought it? It was only $3. And I have a friend who I think might want it. Let me show it to you. Not a vampire. It's a religious book. And I have a friend I'm having dinner with tonight who is of this same religion. So I will give her this book. She might appreciate it. It was just kind of, yeah, that was weird. So then the guy but okay, I got this book. So I'm keep looking for vampire books, but the guy pushing that cart says, "Ma'am," very polite here in Utah, and he was young. He says, "Ma'am," and I said, "Yes." He said, "Did you say you were looking for vampire books?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he said, "I have this one," and he hands it to me with both hands. He's a very polite young man. And so I just took it and put it in my cart, and I said, "Thank you so much." And then I got home and looked at it. Looks kind of like a vampire book, right? No, 'tis a werewolf book. Those werewolves just won't leave me alone. So anyhow, I have a werewolf book, and I have a book about Russell M. Nelson. None of those are vampires, but we will keep hunting. I'm hunting again tomorrow at a larger version of that same thrift store. So I'll keep you posted and tell you what I find tomorrow. Bye. Hello. I want today to talk about one characteristic of vampires. I'm going to start just by reading from this book, Because of and in Spite of. All you really need is a death metal vampire. Dr. Amador heard a voice in her head. It was a vague whisper. "Do not trust appearances. Remember, vampires are not what they seem." She took a sharp inhale and thought about the warning. She was feeling comfortable with the woman. Her care for the girl, her stunning wardrobe, her beauty, all lulled Dr. Amador into a trusting attitude. Now, do you remember when Edward first revealed he didn't reveal to Bella, she figured it out, and they were talking, and he said, "Everything about me draws you in." Like, vampires are appealing, and they're, deceitful. And Lestat, I'm sorry, there's a dog outside. Okay, you come in too. Come on. Sorry. Here, come here. I'm making a video. Let's say hello to them. Hello, this is my puppy. One of my puppies. Anyway, so Lestat was very deceitful also. I've always imagined that I would not fall for that. In my mind, I imagine if I found a vampire, I would figure it out, or, I wouldn't be deceived by a vampire. And I don't know if you watched my last video. If so, please go back and watch it, because I was taken in. I don't know, I guess not by a vampire, but the woman said, "This book is so rare and valuable." Yeah, take a look.